Okay, so get this, right? Detroit had this amazing old hockey arena called Olympia Stadium, built way back in 1927. It was nicknamed the Old Red Barn, and even though it could hold like 15,000 people, it still felt super cozy, which is wild because it was the third biggest in the world when it opened. It was the absolute go-to spot for anything happening in Detroit for ages. Like the Beatles even played their last Detroit show there in 1966. And get this, the Detroit Pistons basketball team actually played there for a bit too, from 1957 to 1961. But the arena wasn't really built for basketball, so they had to play with hockey boards still around the court, which sounds super weird. They even had to play a playoff game somewhere else once because the arena was being used for something else. Talk about a messed up situation. But it was always like the home for the Red Wings, man. They won their first 7 Stanley Cups there, and everyone, players and fans, loved it. So when the team moved to Joe Louis Arena in 1979, even though it wasn't even finished yet, nobody was happy about leaving Olympia. One ex-player was like, Olympia was a better building. It sounded deeper, had more intensity.
So why did they leave? Oh, by the late 70s, the neighborhood around Olympia had gone downhill, especially after the 1967 riot. They were thinking about building a new place, Olympia 2, out in Pontiac. But then the mayor of Detroit totally rallied everyone to keep the Wings downtown, and bam, Joe Louis Arena was built right on the riverfront. The Wings played their last game at Olympia on December 15, 1979, and it was a tie 4-4. Olympia hosted its final event in February 1980, just an alumni game, no biggie. Then in 1986, they totally demolished the old place and built an armory there. But hey, they didn't totally forget about it. Inside the new Red Wings Arena, Little Caesars Arena, they've got these giant letters that used to be on the outside of Olympia, hanging up on the wall right next to a painting of Gordie Howe. How cool is that?